Hey guys, we're going to be in John chapter 9. John chapter 9, verse 1 says this. And as Jesus passed by, he saw a man which was blind from birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Jesus answered, neither had this man sinned or his parents, but that the works of God should be manifest in him. Now, I want you to think about this, guys. A lot of us think, from the moment of spiritual conception, the sense of moment of being born again, that, man, everything is going to go perfectly in the Christian life. Now, I don't think there's many people who think that, but there are some. And there's some who say that if it's not going perfectly in your life, then somehow your faith is less than. That's just not true. This world on this side that is fallen is one of the toughest places, is the toughest place you will ever have to encounter if you're born again. It's not the toughest place you'll encounter if you're not born again, but it's the toughest place you encounter if you're born again. This world is fallen. This world is a mess. This world is crazy. It's awful. And so we're going to go through sickness. We're going to go through some pain, and at some point we're going to meet the Maker. We're going to pass from this life into the next, and that is just what's going to happen. The Bible says it's pointed unto one man wants to die, and what that means is 1 out of 1 people are going to die. And so here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. When we look at this verse, and he said this, he walks up on this man who's been born blind. All right, he's grown. But he was born blind. He's been blind for a long time, folks. And maybe he had been thinking about, dreaming about, hoping about, praying about being healed from this blindness. But it took this amount of time, having grown all of these days waiting, that this specific time between Jesus walking amongst other people to get to him, this is the moment. This is the moment that was set in time from eternity past, that Jesus would walk by and would heal him. Folks, I don't want you to think that because somebody's going through some kind of sickness or pain or suffering, that somehow they've done something wrong to get there. Now, they may have. Certainly their sin may have led them down the road of being sick, but that's not always the case. Sometimes we just get sick. Sometimes we just get, it's a mess. And we need Jesus to come in. We need him to do something. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. When he does, and when he heals, he gets all the glory, okay? Certainly, I believe in doctors, and I believe in, medicines to an extent, and all those kind of things like that. But I'm going to tell you something. I appreciate those things. But even then, it is the wisdom of God that has worked through those people to get you to where you are. And I'm going to tell you something. He is an amazing God. Jesus heals him. But his point in all this is, this particular man has gone through what he's gone through so that the glory of God can be shown in healing him. This was set aside. Your life has purpose. You can learn that from this very verse. Your life has purpose, okay? And you're going through certain things. And maybe they're brought on by ourselves. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're brought on by others. Maybe it's just a matter of just bad, horrible circumstance, but God can bring you through, and when he does, he'll get the glory. You give him the glory. You give him the praise. You celebrate him for having brought you through. But you were there at that moment for Jesus to do his miracle in you, specifically meant and put aside for that miracle that's going to happen in your life. Love you guys. Bye-bye.